expensive on Aruba. But yeah, we got something back because we have the best water in the world, right? Yeah. Everybody rushes, comes here, rushes to the supermarket to buy water. You don't have to do that because our tap water is better than the water you buy in the supermarket. But has a little price tag on it. Now the first inhabitants were the Kaikati Indians. They came over from the mainland of Venezuela, from the Aruba tribe. Then in 1499, a Spanish explorer called Alonso de Ojeda explored the island, but he found a very useless island or rocky, dried out. He got here, then he left to the Indians. Then at a time period about 200-250 years was a different occupation of the British, the French and the Spanish. Then after the 80-year war between Spain and Holland in 1634, Aruba became a part of the Dutch kingdom. In the Caribbean we have 6 Dutch islands. We have the upper island Saba, Saint Eustache, Saint Martin, the lower islands Aruba, Bonaire and Curacao, the ABC islands. Now before 1986 the main government of those 6 islands was located in our sister island Curacao. At that time already economically Aruba was one of the strongest ones, and at that time all the money was made on the Aruba straight to a sister island Curacao, was used over there. So the Aruban people wouldn't have that. They say money made on the Aruba has to be stayed and used on the Aruba. That's why since 1986 we are a part of the other 5 islands. That means we have our own government here, we have our own flag, anthem and currency, the Aruban florin. $1 equals more or less 1.75 Aruban florin. I say that internal affairs are handled here on the Aruba. Big external affairs and defense are in the hands of the Dutch government. Compare always Aruba, for example, with Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico has its own government under the US protection. Now we have our own government under the Dutch protection. Now the Aruban florin is always attached to the dollar, always 1.75. It has a little bit to do with the tourism here, of course. In the year 2000, almost everywhere in Europe, the euro came in. Now they said, now because we're a Dutch island, we have to have the euro here on the Aruba also. Now the Aruban government at that time didn't want that because it would be completely depending on tourism, and about 20-25% of the tourism is people from South America. Because when we have the euro here on the Aruba, it would be too expensive, especially for people from South America to come and visit us here on the Aruba. That's why here on the Aruba we stayed with the US dollar. They so to speak married with each other. Always 1.75. You can say, yeah, the dollar goes up, we go up, the dollar goes down, we go down, something like that. Now the guy that made it happen was an Aruban politician, Mr. Betigo Cruz. He fought about 15 years by the Dutch government, Aruba as his own government, apart from the other 5 islands. And after 15 years he finally made it happen. And about 3 weeks before the actual date came in, the poor guy drove himself into a tree because he didn't have the fruits of his work. They have a big, in his honor, they have a big statue for him here on Aruba. Also his birthday, January 25, is a national holiday on Aruba, also in his honor. 10 October 2010, everything changed again, because at that date also Curacao and Saint Martin got the same status as part of the Dutch kingdom that already has for 33 years long. Just to make a long story extremely short, before 1986 was in the Netherlands and the Antilles. In 1986 it changed to the Netherlands, Aruba, and the Netherlands Antilles. And since the year 2010 it changed again to the Netherlands, Aruba, Curacao, Saint Martin, and the Netherlands Antilles. To make a long story extremely short. Because now you can say you have Aruba in the Dutch kingdom, you have Aruba with its own government under the Dutch supervision, or under the Dutch protection. You have Curacao with its own government under the Dutch protection. Saint Martin with its own government under the Dutch protection. And the smaller islands, Saba, Saint Eustache and Bonaire, they now practically falling directly under the Dutch government. Because I think the bigger changes for the smaller islands. For Aruba, 33 years already the same, and it doesn't change nothing, all the same.